conscious Scorpio, welcome to my channel on Oracle and Spirituality. And today is your reading for the next 15 days, so stay tuned for your energies. We're going to see how your life is going to evolve in the next 2 weeks. Make sure you check out the description box below because there is everything you need to know about this reading. And if you want to follow the evolution of your energies, make sure you subscribe to my channel and that you click the bell button to receive the notifications. And with no further ado, I don't know if I even said my name. So for those who don't know me, my name is Gail. I am a life guide and a spiritual teacher, and I help meaning seekers navigate a more conscious life toward greater happiness. So let's start with your card. I'm using the French deck Oracle Belline. And here are your cards. So you've got the Ruin, Friendship, Inheritance, Wisdom, Cloister, the Gratefulness. All right, so I'm talking right now to a Scorpio who is in a very specific situation of their life. So I'm not talking about your whole life, Scorpio. I'm talking just about where this reading applies in your life. And for the Scorpios who this reading applies to, if you're not a Scorpio but you're a cross watcher, I may be talking to you and not so much to the Scorpio, but feel free to reverse the characters in the reading, the energies, as it flies, as it fits your situation. But you are in that very situation feeling that way. It means that this card is talking about decline, slow, long decline. This is not a brutal decline. This is something slow that you see coming. Like at first you may not see it, but at some point you see that it's settling. So you're feeling desperate in some way. You're feeling old, literally or symbolically. You're feeling like something has become ruined, and that you may have let it happen, that you may have not done anything to change that. There may be some desperation and some regret in that card. So that's how you are feeling right now. That's your state of mind and emotional state at the moment. A little bit apathetic maybe, powerless in some way, not necessarily 100% desperate, because there is still a little bit of light inside. As you can see here, it's not totally dark. There is still some life in there, but it's dying. And so that's kind of the feeling you're having about a situation at the moment. So you're feeling like it's just dying in some way, and that there is not so much you can do about it. Can you repair it? Well, can you repair this? You don't know, you're not sure. You've let it happen anyway, so it was like, it's a feeling like it became worse and worse over time. Little thing happened, little, issues came and popped up, and just made you reach that state of mind. So that's your energy, that's the conscious energies that you are embodying at the moment. So when I say it's conscious, it's because you know that you're feeling that way. You are seeing it, you are feeling it. So this is conscious. The other energy I have in the reading is thought friendship. So this is, on the contrary, a very bright, as you can see, this is Saturn, so it's very heavy, so you feel heavy, really heavy, on top of apathetic and a bit desperate. But you also have this very bright energy. This is a solar energy. This card is very soft. This card is very compassionate, kind, nice, friendly, protective. So this is another energy that you have in your life. So always inside of us, because if you know about shadow work, my whole channel is kind of about integrating the parts of ourselves that we deny, that we suppress, that we reject, that we do not love, that we don't even see, that we are not even aware of. And this second energy that comes up in the reading, I always interpret it as being part of ourselves. So Scorpio, it's part of you. You may not see it, you may not know it, you may not acknowledge it, but it's there. Even if you don't see the light, there is still some light, actually. So usually what happens when we have something inside, it reflects itself as a real something. So it manifests itself in the physical world as an actual person or thing or situation or some circumstances, external circumstances. So this energy that is probably part of you and unconscious, and not as strong as your conscious one, probably does express itself right now. Maybe a person right now is embodying that energy to reflect it back to you. So a friend, someone very nice, very kind, very compassionate, very tender, very affectionate, very protective, because this dog, you see, is very protective to the flower. It admires the flower as well, so there may be some admiration. But this is a very softening card. And if you're feeling like you've broken up, that you broke up, or that you're broke, or that you, like, any type of, end or bankrupt, or, this type of situations or feelings. So this card is saying that you are actually protected. It's not that bad. It's okay. You have someone or something or some circumstances in your life at the moment that are actually bright, that are actually gentle to you. You don't have just those types of situations or feelings inside of you and in your life. You also have this type of energies in your life around you. And this dog is very protective, very admirative to the flower, very gentle, very soft. This is real softness, real compassion and understanding, and real friendship. So some part of you, if it's within you, some part of you is very compassionate to another part of you that is sad. Because yeah, you may feel sad actually. So this other part of you may be there to nurture you, to help you, to give you kind words. You know, listen to that part. Some part of you is very compassionate to this part is very compassionate to this part of you. And if it's an external person, this person is very compassionate with you. And all I said, kind, nice, soft, gentle, protective. And yeah, actually, I was talking about breakups. If you broke up with someone or you're mourning, this card is also, the dog is also the guardian for the dead world, the world of the dead. So it may be a person or even a dear one who passed away some time ago, who is here to tell you it's fine if you're mourning, for example, or if you're thinking about this person again, you know, because the current situation is inheritance. So inheritance, we're going to talk about it in a few minutes, but basically this card is here to soothe your heart and give you some inner peace. It may be about mourning a person also because of this card. So this is the situation at the moment. So that's what's actually happening. What's happening is that the past is coming back to the present moment, and you are just thinking about it, feeling it, sensing it, old memories coming up, you know, nostalgia. So that's why. And maybe if you're thinking of someone, a loved one who passed away, maybe, you know, they're coming here to say, I'm fine, and don't worry, and you'll be fine too. But it may be something totally different. It may just be this energy, an energy in some way that manifests in some way as a person or a situation that is there to tell you that those memories that are coming up and this past that is coming up is not that horrible and destroyed and dead, and you know, there may be still some light. But at the moment, you're probably doing your shadow work, because this is my card of shadow work. So you're probably doing some Jungian analysis or psychoanalysis, or work on yourself, work on your shadows, work on reintegrating yourself, your individuation process. You may be just doing deep inner work, therapy, or something deep. I've got some video on shadow work. I made a video that tells you how to do your shadow work. You may be watching that video, and that's what that card represents. You may be doing that, or listening to my therapy session where I channel a light language, an ancient language. it's kind of shamanic as well. So you may be doing that type of work, maybe with my videos or any other videos, or from someone else, or any therapist, or just, I don't know. But so you may be doing some therapy, some inner work, some analysis, reflection, and deep inner work. Or it may just be that some old memories are popping up in your mind and that you're thinking about the past a lot. And you may be learning a lot as well. You may be learning a lot of wisdom. You may be gaining a lot of wisdom at the moment, a lot of insights, a lot of, like, not insights, but what I mean by that is that you may gain some wisdom, gain some understanding, deep understanding and clarity on who you are, on that you are not just what you think you are, and maybe this past is what is helping you figure out those things. So maybe you're thinking about someone, maybe someone who passed away, and you've got some help as well about that, but you're gaining insight about, like, you're getting wisdom about that situation, that thing that happened, or a breakup with someone, or something, a relationship that you let die, and now you're learning, about it, like you're learning something about it to grow, evolve as a person. You're gaining experience from that past. That's what I mean. You're gaining experience and wisdom from that past, whatever that past is. Past memories from your childhood, can be past lives, can be, any type of work or memories, old memories. So that's what's happening at the moment. So you're doing deep work at the moment. And this is quite heavy because we have 3 cards of Saturn here in that reading. So it's quite a lot. And especially this card is kind of heavy. That card from Jupiter is also kind of heavy, even though it comes from Jupiter. So this reading is very scorpionic, I would say, because this card is for me the scorpionic card, even though it's a Jupiterian card. But I think doing all this inner work is kind of your, death and rebirth. It's your thing. So you might be in your energy at the moment, and you may be used to these kinds of energies, and going deep. And you're the type of person who can go deep like that. What's going to happen in the next few days? So this is the card for the next few days. So basically it's a continuity, as you can see, from inheritance. So you can tell that both are Jupiterian cards. So it's a continuity. This card is about wisdom, obviously, because that's the name of the card. We talked already about gaining some wisdom here, and I feel like you are gaining even more wisdom, more insights. You're getting wiser and wiser. In the next few days, you're going to be even more wise, and more. You'll get more understanding, more insights, and really here you'll get the insights. Here you'll get the breakthroughs. In the next few days, that when you'll see in the dark, because the owl is seeing, it does see in the dark. They can see what others can't. The owl is very spiritually connected as well. It's really about clairvoyance and really seeing things. I talked about maybe some mediumnity or something like that. there may be some psychic things coming in the next few days. And what's going to happen then? I mean, so this is happening in the next few days, and this is coming after that. So still within those 2 weeks, this is how it's going to unfold. So you're going to recover. You're going to take some time for yourself. You're still going to be in a kind of meditative state, but after you've passed what you're experiencing now, that is very heavy. After you get the clarity, the insights, you become aware and conscious about a lot of things, about that situation, that layer, because it's always layers and layers that we work on, and we go to deeper layers with new level of understanding. Like, if you've noticed, it's always the same types of things we have to work on, and it comes back cyclically, with by cycles, and it comes back. It's always the same things that come back at some point, but when it comes back, it never comes back the same way. You get you treat them with a higher level of understanding, because you've reached a higher level of understanding. So it's never the same thing, actually. So basically, after you've worked on that layer, at that level of understanding, you reach that level of understanding about that situation, then you recover. You'll still retreat in some way, like go back to stay within, basically, because you will, in the whole reading, you are within yourself, but here you are really within yourself, quiet. There is no so here comes some inner peace with the wisdom and the insights. It's still cold. The whole reading is very cold. And here you are more, it's telling you that you are more regenerating, because this card is also a card of regenerescence, but it's not, it also uses a lot of energy. So you lose a lot of energy in that work. So now you have to recover. And so you recover, you're quiet, you may be by yourself inside this cloister, this monastery. There may be some people, so you may be with other people, but like some few people. It's not a public thing, it's very private. And you just have, you see, there are some greeneries here. And so you may just get some new life coming in. So reviving, rebirthing in some way, starting a new, fresh something. But it's still the beginning, it's just slow, and you're very introverted within yourself. There is quite a lot of spiritual cards in that reading. So this is a very spiritual card. This is very, very, very spiritual. This is very spiritual too, with a lot of clarity. Third eye. This is the third eye. Here, as I said, you can have the world of the dead, speaking, mediumnity, things like that. Inheritance can be spiritual in a way that it's like past lives and, the soul path, and your life is one of many other lives that your soul has, is, and will live. So it can be spiritual in that way, at a soul level. So I feel like you are doing something very spiritual at the moment. And the Oracle is advising you to have faith, really have faith in life, in miracles, that miracles do happen, can happen and do happen. This is also talking about downloads. Donc, I talked about here about clarity and insights. So insights are basically downloads. Here you have downloads too. So it's asking you to be receptive to those downloads and to have faith that you're gonna get those downloads, those light codes, those insights, this clarity that is coming, and that this is gonna subside, this feeling, this state of mind is gonna subside. And you know, the gracefulness card is very highly spiritual, very, very protective, very, very high vibe, and it can touch you at any time in one instant. So even something that seems desperate can change like that. So that's the state of mind you have to embrace. Faith, miracles, and that things can become beautiful. Things like that are desperate can become so beautiful just in a matter of seconds, and just not a second, you know, less than a second, just in the blink of an eye. So have trust and faith, basically, during this whole 2 weeks. Faith, believe in miracles, trust, open yourself to insights and clarity. Maybe decalcify your pineal gland. Open your third eye. Really, those two cards are telling you that. So this is the advice, and this will happen. So, and you will rebirth and recover. So here, my Scorpio, this is your reading. Share with another Scorpio who may benefit this video, who may benefit this reading. If you like the video, if you liked it. I really enjoy, it really makes me happy to have likes. Each time I get some likes, I'm overjoyed, you know. That really makes me happy. So if you like the video, please click the like button. And if you want to follow the evolution of your energies, as I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This also makes me happy too. So yes, please do so if you want it. And I'll see you in a 2 weeks time, or right now. If you want to check my other oracle videos for your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or if you're interacting with someone, you can check their sign so that you can see how your two energies are interacting or are going to interact in those 2 weeks. Check out also my therapy videos, as I said, because of the shadow work that you are doing at the moment, and check out the shadow work video as well. It's in French. Unfortunately, I didn't do it in English, but you can get the automatic subtitles from YouTube. They are not necessarily the best translation, but they are still good translation. It's still a translation with subtitles, and unfortunately, it's not available apparently on the iPhone or iPad app, YouTube app, but you can get them from a computer or a laptop, because I checked from my MacBook and it works. It does work. Just follow the instructions. It's very easy. You just have to click to stuff and on the video, like on the bottom of the video. So it's written in the description or in the comments. I wrote how to do it. So those two videos, therapy, the channelings, therapies, and the shadow work video may help you in what you are doing at the moment, and it may help you get this clarity and regenerate. All right, so Scorpio, I wish you a good regeneration and a beautiful day, even though right now it may be very heavy. Bye.